I'm Bill Bartmann. Thanks for joining me. I want to share with you the 10 steps that I have used to accomplish some pretty significant goals over the course of my lifetime. And these same 10 steps work for everyone. I say that now because I've now shared these 10 steps with thousands and thousands of my students, and they too have had some remarkable results. These 10 steps are simple, little bitty things that if you do, and if you apply them in your life, they begin to make a significant transformation. Now, when you hear them, some of them are going to sound so simple and so easy to do. You say, well, how could they possibly have great value in my life? Well, they can and they do, because you see, we know all these other laws of physics. We know the law of gravity. We know of the law of attraction. We know and have heard of things like the law of polarity and the law of reciprocity. Well, there's another law that not very many people have heard of, and it's called the law of certainty. And it goes like this. If you do certain things in a certain way, certain results are certain to occur. So when you apply these simple, little bitty, elementary things into your life, you're going to be amazed at how your life can change. They say that we learn more from our mistakes than we do from our successes. Now, I want you to know that my wife, Kathy, doesn't believe that. Now, she says, Bill, if you had learned from all of your mistakes, you'd be a lot smarter by now. And Kathy's probably right, and she does know me well. We met when I was 14 and she was 11. We dated for 10 years, and we've now been married for 34. So she does understand me, and she knows me well, and she's probably right. I haven't learned from all of my mistakes, but fortunately for me, and now as I share my 10 steps with you, perhaps for you as well, because you see, it is from those mistakes that I have learned some things. And in fact, I have made so many mistakes, so many screw-ups, so many failures, so many things that I just got wrong, that I've had a chance to learn some stuff that not everybody else has yet had a chance to learn. And one of the things that I have learned is the secret to success. And the secret to success is simple. In fact, it's elegantly simple, but the great truths, the really great truths are simple. You know, we think in life that things have to be complex and complicated and hard to understand and hard to explain, or they can't possibly have any value. But in reality, it's exactly the other way around. It's the simple things in life that truly have the greatest meaning. And a classic example of that would be Sir Isaac Newton sees an apple fall from a tree. And he connects two dots that heretofore had never been connected. It comes up with a theory that controls every single object in our entire universe. Now, for 10,000 years before Sir Isaac saw that apple fall from that tree, apples fell from trees. But nobody noticed. And so too it is with the secret of success. It's just one of those abundantly obvious things that people look past. Here it is. In order to be successful, you have to be willing to take risk. But most people are afraid to take risk because they're afraid they're going to fail. And most people are afraid they will fail because they worry about what other people think about them. And most people worry about what other people think about them because they suffer from low self-esteem. So the secret, the real secret to success then, is to find a way to raise or increase your self-esteem. Because if you could do that, if you could raise or increase your self-esteem, you'd be less concerned with what other people think about you. And if you're less concerned with what other people think about you, you'd be less afraid of failing. And if you're less afraid of failing, you'd be more willing to take risk. And if you're more willing to take risk, you mathematically and exponentially increase your likelihood of success. It's just that simple. But you don't have to take my word for it. You can test this theory right now, sitting right where you're at. Take a second and think of some person whom you think of as successful. Now, it doesn't matter who that person is, but ask yourself but one question about that person. Do you think that person has high self-esteem or low self-esteem? Now, I don't have to poll you because I know the answer. That person has high self-esteem. See, because in order to be successful in life, in order to have those things that we strive for, you have to feel good about who you are, the way you are, where you are. And that's really the true definition of self-esteem. Now, you can say, well, Bartmann, what do you know about self-esteem? Well, I have a degree in psychology, but I don't think that makes me an authority on self-esteem. And I've written a book on self-esteem. But I don't think that makes me an authority on self-esteem. Now, I think I am an authority on self-esteem because I've lived it. I've seen both sides of self-esteem. I've seen the face of low self-esteem, and I've seen the face of high self-esteem. Let me share with you a bit of my background.